It's, can you see it? I'm sure you can see it. I'm not even coming closer. My hair is so static. I've already put things on. I am not sure if it was able to. You'll be pissed by the end. And I'm using a Real Techniques precision. So this is different. Hi, Chantal again, notanotherpoppy.com. And today I'm hopefully finally going to get the hang of a makeup tutorial. I want to show you neutrals and nudes and metallics for a night out. So I've just quickly tied up my hair so it doesn't get full of all kinds of gunk. My skin is obviously clean, it's been prepped, moisturized, serum moisturized, everything. And now I'm going to apply a primer. I'm going to use Hocus Focused Instant Floor Softening Illuminator, and I'm applying it with my fingers. Okay, so now I'm nice and shiny. It doesn't shine after foundation, it's just very lovely and luminous, and it's a look I quite like. So I'm having a look at my skin in my mirror, and I see that there's a spot there that I need to conceal. I always have a little 2 patches of pigmentation there that's thankfully seeming to get a bit lighter. Okay, which I will also conceal. I have some congestion over here, but there's not really much that extra makeup is going to do about that. Okay, so I'm now very much foundationed. Okay, next up, I don't think I do things in the same order as most people do, but next up I'm going to do my eyebrows because they play a big part in how my face ends up looking. Oh, and if you want to turn this into a drinking game, have a shot every time I raise my eyebrows while I'm busy or purse my lips. So what I do with my eyebrows is I make them a little less archy because this is what they naturally look like. So I'll straighten the line over there a little bit, and I'll fill it in at the end a little bit so they look a little less severely arched. That's the word, arched. Okay, so I'm using Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I use the darkest shade I use for my brows, and I'm using a Real Techniques precision brush. It works better than the angled brushes for me. Okay, it looks very severe now, but then you just brush it again afterwards. The brush acts as like a little bit of an eraser so it doesn't look like these painted on lines. But your shape stays in place. Next I do eyes, like eyeshadow, since I've started with eyes already, sort of. I do eyeshadows, and I am all about the nudes and the metallics at the moment, so I'm going to continue in that line. This is a little travel size from Benefit. It's called Stay Don't Stray. For eyeshadow, I'm using one of my new Makeup Revolution palettes. This is the iconic One palette, which is a pretty shameless dupe for the Naked One palette. It's also in my previous video if you want some more details about that. So I'm going to choose, where will I start? Okay, I'm going to sort of give the eye a light going over with this shade, most of the lid, and then I'm going in with this shade, and then I'll see. Because of the severity of my eyebrows, I don't like applying very shimmery or very white highlighters under the brow bone. So I'll rather start with a satin or a matte highlighty shade, and then by the time I'm done, most of it has been blended in and wiped off, depending on how it goes. If you have light brows or brows that actually need a lift, then I mean a shimmery highlighter is perfect. Okay, so first shade is done. I'm going in with the 4th shade in the palette. This one doesn't seem to have great colour payoff over another shadow. I have used it but on its own before. Note to self. Well, that didn't make much of a difference. Okay, so let's go in with a deeper shade. I'm choosing this brownie shade. Dark brown, I suppose. I don't do a proper smoky eye, but it is sort of a smoky effect, but with neutrals. There's quite a bit of product fall here, so I will just clean that up with a concealer afterwards. Lots of people like doing their eyes first, and it's something I don't think I've tried it enough. I don't know. It feels the wrong way around. I do see why though, because you can just apply your concealers and foundations after you've made all the mess. I know it's the preferred method of a lot of makeup artists, so I think I should give that a try. I'm just looking at the mess I have to clean up now afterwards. I can't find a different brush now, so I'm just quickly going to take this applicator and with this sort of medium shade, I'm just going to line under the eyes. And I think I'll take the dark one too while I'm at it. I always used to be very scared of applying eyeshadow under my eyes because I tend to have dark circles and it always felt like it's just sort of bang, accentuated them. But I found if you do it right, it actually makes your eyes look nice and big. Next, I will be lining, and you'll see a major difference on my eyes after lining and mascara. Because at the moment, I mean, I like the colors, but I look like I'm ill or something. And I actually have dark eyelashes, so glad I'm not a blonde. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Kajal liner for the lower lash line, and the Palladio felt tip pen to line my upper lids. I'm going to put on some mascara now. I'm currently testing the Bourjouis 1 Second Waterproof. I like the mascara, but I don't like that it's waterproof. I don't like waterproof in general. It's too difficult to take off. And I don't use mascara on my lower lashes. My lashes are a bit spidery and long at the bottom, so they just look weird. It just doesn't suit me. Okay, now I'm going to do the extra concealing, like on my spot and pigmentation and under my eyes, um, because it picks up and sort of gets rid of any excess product, and I just feel it's a good time to do it. For concealing, I'm using the Revlon Age Defying Targeted Dark Spot Concealer Treatment. I'll do under my eyes now, also with my finger. Next, I will use my Touche Eclat highlighting pen. It's ridiculous how much love I have for these things. Applying it in this larger area helps you avoid the sort of the shadows that your orbital bone forms, and it's just like a lifting and a flattering shape. This I also dab in with my finger. I can use shade 1 or shade 2. This one is shade 2. The only difference is shade 2 is a bit yellower and shade 1 is pink. I'm not using any pink on my skin because I want to stick with the golds and the luminous nudes thing I've got going on. So I'm using the Luminoso blusher from Milani, and that just sort of on the apples of my cheeks. It's a nice shimmery guy. What is this eyeshadow? I am not big on contouring, although I can probably do with some in the double chin department. So I'll do it every now and then. I sometimes do it for videos actually, because I mean, if I'm sitting like this, you won't see if it's not perfectly blended in under my chin. And also my neck is even paler than my skin, so gee whiz. I'm just going to start releasing my hair, which I just kept sleek for. Which I just kept sleek for today. I really have a love-hate relationship with this stuff. It's called Revlon Colorstay Overtime Lip Color. This shade, Neverending Nude, is gorgeous and perfect and everything that goes along with it. But I really don't like the formula. So for a special occasion, I'll suck it up and I'll wear it. It's really long lasting, but I find it doesn't go on very smooth and evenly. You have to faff with it a bit. The gloss that I usually prefer using over this instead of this stuff, which doesn't help anything, is also from Revlon, but I've lost it now. I don't know where it is. But I will put it in the information box if I can find it. So you apply this side. Oh, and my lips are also extremely dry at the moment, so this is not helping. The final step, aside from putting lip gloss on this stuff when it's set, is a very new step to me. I've never ever used to use face powder, but I find if I'm going out, luminous can quickly turn and look bad, especially on pictures. It can look shiny. So this is Estee Lauder Invisible Powder Makeup in shade 1. And it's sort of magical because it takes away the shine, but it leaves your radiance. That just helps the makeup to look better later on. The stuff on my lips is now set, so I'm going to use the Chanel lip gloss over it. This is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video because it's not my favorite type to make because it takes so long. If the recording time is any indication, this was a very long video. Let me know if this is something you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.